Okay, I'm sorry about that. Had a little bit of a snafu with my live stream settings. Let's see if we are live. Just hold on 1 second and I'll get that corrected. A little bit of a snafu with my live stream setting. Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit different in this live stream for my Friday live stream. I might do another one later tonight. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. Okay. Anyways, what I want to talk to you about is storage. Okay. Storage of your photographs, storage of your videos, all that good stuff. Okay. So currently I have a bunch of these external drives. Okay. Now this one here happens to be an SSD drive that I put together myself. It's a 4 terabyte. I used this for many years on one of my PCs before I went to a MacBook. I also have, let me show you what else I got. I got a lot of these drives, okay? Tons of them around here. And it's kind of hard to keep up with all this junk, okay? So like right here, this is a 1 terabyte. Western Digital, my passport, it's got files on it from who knows when, okay? I need to get into there and see what's on there, if there's anything usable. And then I have purchased some of these newer drives I got. Well, no, I got another Easy Store. Is it a Western Digital Easy Store? Yeah, it's a Western Digital Easy Store 5 terabyte drive, okay? So far I've got mechanical drives. I got a 1 terabyte. I got a 5 terabyte. I also got a 4 terabyte in my desk drawer over there. But in addition to that, I've got these SSD drives. I've got a T7, this is a T9. I got a T9 4 terabyte, and that probably costs about $250. They're on sale right now, by the way, on Amazon and everywhere else. But in addition to that, I've got a 4 terabyte SanDisk SSD drive in this, okay, that I purchased many years ago from B&H. It was like $500 when I bought it. So they've come down a lot in price. But here's my problem. I got all these little drives around, okay, got my Lightroom catalog on my MacBook, and with 70,000 pictures in it. I've got a bunch of videos that I've accumulated and done. And the other day, I ran out of storage space, okay? Well, a couple weeks ago, I ran out of storage space on my device. Now, I'm going to upgrade my device on this video, and what I'm going to show you is what it is, okay? And I'm going to show you how I'm going to upgrade it, okay? So, a couple years ago, I bought this NAS, stands for Network Attached Storage, okay? This is a 2-bay box. It holds 2 hard drives, and it is a Synology DS220j. Now they don't make the 220j anymore, but they do make the 223j, okay? This is a nice box for a homeowner setup. Now this box right here on B&H, I think you can buy it for less than $200, okay? Probably about $189 plus tax. So let's just call it $200. Then you have to buy the 2 drives to go in it. Now, this box right now currently has 2 9 terabyte, or actually 10 terabyte drives. Only 9 terabytes of those drives are available to me based on the RAID technology that I'm using. And RAID stands for, it's a redundancy, so you have a backup always of your drive, okay, in this box. Having 2 drives allows you to do that. Now, for a long time, I only ran with 1 drive in this box, which is a 10 terabyte. I added a second drive and set up Synology's SHR hybrid RAID, so it would mirror the first drive. So everything that was written to the first drive is also written to the second drive. So if the drive failed, okay, then I did have a backup always. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to upgrade this box, okay? I have purchased 2 14 terabyte drives instead of 10 terabyte drives because they were on sale direct from Western Digital. I was able to buy those 2 14 terabyte drives for $239 a piece. So for approximately $700, okay, you can have a 14 terabyte redundancy backup system for your computer. Now, this hooks up to your network. So in other words, if you have a Wi-Fi box or a cable modem box or whatever, and it's got the Ethernet ports in the back of it, well, that's what you do. You hook this up to that, okay? It ends up having, you have to do some setup. They have a software program called Disk Storage Management, DSM. Very easy to use. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. I would say if you want to watch somebody who's really knowledgeable in these boxes, look up a guy named Space Rex, okay? He has a real good channel, and he is really into this stuff, and he can explain this stuff real simple to you if you don't have one of these. This is something that I did several years ago, and it has been a wonder, okay? Unfortunately, with all my video production I've done this year and my Lightroom catalog, all my files are stored on this device. I've run out of space, okay? And I was able to relieve some space by getting rid of the recycle bin. There is a recycle bin on this if you want to set it up, but I got rid of that. I didn't see any need to have that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to upgrade the hard drives in this box. And the first thing I want to do is I want to clean this box, because I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is dirty. It has got dust all on these fan ports. The air holes on this side are full of dust. So I have bought some compressed air from Office Depot. Right here it is. And I have my little rocket blower to get in there real tight. And I'm going to clean this out first. So the first thing we need to do is we need to open it up. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. There are 2 screws in the back of the box that need to be taken out. Don't lose them screws, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do an upgrade from what I've read. I hope I get it right, okay? And if I don't get it right, I'm sure somebody will leave a comment for me and tell me I didn't get it right. So I've taken the 2 screws out of the box, and now I'm going to separate the cover from the box, okay? And I bet when you look inside of here, you're gonna see all kinds of dust, okay? Because, I probably should have laid this down. Yes, look at that. Ooh, man, okay? I mean, it is dirty. Let me bring it up to the camera so you can see. It's got a lot of dust in it. See all that dust in there accumulated from my home here? So I need to get that blowed out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it out first, okay? And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it outside, okay? I think to blow it out, because I'm going to have dust everywhere in this room. I don't have a little vacuum cleaner or anything. So let me see. Maybe if I get a garbage bag and put it in a garbage bag and do it. Let me go do that real quick. I'll be right back. Don't leave. I'll be right back. I should have thought about this. I should have thought about this before I started and got a garbage bag out. I didn't know it was going to be so darn dusty. But anyways, it's not really hurting the unit that much, but it does need to be cleaned out. So I'm going to stick it in this bag, okay? And I'm not even sure what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try this rocket blower first. Yeah. Get some of it loose. I don't know if that's going to work out for me or not. Anyways, I'm just going to get the compressed air out right now and use it. Now this cleaning duster from Office Depot says that it's moisture and residue free, okay? So I'm going to clean the fans off in here. Jeez. Before I take the drives out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this cover off. Hey, what a mess. You getting all this? Okay. I suggest if you've got one of these units and it's in a house. Now, one of the problems we have, I got dust all over me, man. Look at me. Ducts cleaned last year in here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one of the drives only. And I'll tell you why as I do that. Let me see which one I want to remove. I think I want to remove the top one. So I'm going to unscrew it from the frame here. There's 4 screws holding this in. And I'm going to remove one of the drives, and these are Western Digital 10 terabyte Red Plus, okay? That's what these drives are. That's strange. So we got one screw in it. Okay, so I'm going to take that drive out, okay? And I'm going to lay it to the side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out one of the new 14 terabyte drives. Okay, I got them marked. This was drive number 1. This was drive number 2. I want to replace drive number 2. That's supposedly my mirrored drive, okay, that I've got. That's why I marked them when I put them in. So drive number 2 is on the bottom. And I'm just going to replace, well, I don't want to drop that screw. I just want to replace one of the drives for now. And the reason why is when I restart this unit, okay, when I get it started back up, then the mirror will rebuild on the 14 terabyte drive, okay? And when it gets done rebuilding on the 14 terabyte drive, I'll come back in here and I'll take out the other 9 terabyte drive and replace it with a 14 terabyte, and it will rebuild automatically. Now this whole process is going to take some time, okay? And it takes probably about, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, I'm thinking, to mirror everything. Depends on how much data is on the drive you're mirroring. So it's going to take a little while to do that. We won't show that in this video. And you notice I'm changing from Western Digital to Seagate Ironwolf 14 terabyte drives, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this number 1 drive that's marked on top. I'm going to go ahead and mark this drive. Let me get a Sharpie. Mark this drive number 2, okay, since it will be number 2 when we get finished. I don't know if there's any significance to that. I just like to keep up with it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and plug this drive in. And it's real easy to plug those in. And if I'm right here, if I'm correct, let me check the packaging. I thought these drives came with some screws. Where's the box at? That is the box. Maybe they don't. I thought they did. Well, I thought it came with some screws, but I guess it doesn't. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to have to reuse the screw that I have and put it in the drive, which is fine, okay? Unfortunately, I only have 2 screws, but I'm going to go ahead and put those in now to hold that drive in place. Then I'm going to put the number 1 drive back in its slot and screw it back in, okay? Really simple if this works, okay? I've done a lot of research and a lot of reading on this, and this is how they say you do it, okay? And I'm not too sure what DSM is going to say when we get it fired up, but we're going to find out. So that's it. I have replaced one of the 10 terabyte drives with a 14 terabyte drive, and I'm going to put the case back on it and hook it back together here. And I'm doing this live stream because I wanted to. I just didn't feel like doing a full-fledged video where I had to edit it. And I'm not even sure if it's going to get a lot of views or not. Okay. And then I got the 2 screws that go in the back of this case. I think it's just kind of fun to do these live streams like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it back up over on my messy desk, okay, and start it up and see what happens, okay? So just hang in there for a second, and let me turn this camera around, and you can see what I'm going to do here. This don't pay attention to my messy desk over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it over here on the desk, okay? I did have it in a closet over here to the right, but I'm going to change positions of it. I'm going to plug the Ethernet cable back in, okay, that came out of it. I'm going to put it right here on my desk so I can see it, okay? And then I'm going to get the power adapter. What do I do with that? Here it is, power adapter, okay? And I'm going to plug it back in. and then we're going to turn the unit on and see what happens, okay? Like I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen, how it's going to rebuild, or what it's going to tell me, okay? But we'll find out in just a second. So this thing has a, why does my monitor keep on? This thing has a power button in the front, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and just turn it on. And we're gonna see what happens here. Get you a little closer if I can. My problem is my cable's kind of short. So what I'm gonna do while we're doing that, I'm gonna fire up DSM right here. And try to get it on the screen. See if I can get it fired up here. It takes a minute for that drive to come up. Now I'm fixing to clean my room, so y'all don't hate on me because my room's dirty, okay? I'm fixing to do that. I'm going to clean it here. What we're doing is updating my network attached storage from 10 terabyte drives to 14 terabyte drives. And this is the 2-bay storage unit. Let's see if I can get this started here. So I'm going to bring up my Synology Assistant. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is the disk management system, and it shows the NAS on there, so we're going to pick that up and we're going to go into that. This is their disk management system that you manage the NAS with. I'm still waiting for the unit to start up, okay? It says unable to connect, so I need to wait for it to start up, okay? Give it a few more seconds. You'll hear it beep. Let me get my coffee right here. I just had a long morning. I had to run to Nashville and back for my checkup with my doctor, and just got back this afternoon. And we're waiting to see what happens here. It takes a while for it to start up. You'll hear it beep when it's ready. Sometimes you have a power failure in a house, this is what happens. That's one bad thing about doing a live stream. I can't really, there you go. I had a beep over there. Looks like the hard drives are active. And I'm going to go back into the Synology Assistant on the screen here where you can see it. And there's nothing really to show on that box over there. It's starting to beep now. And the reason why is because I have changed drives, okay? I have changed the drives and it's telling me there's something wrong. So I'm going to log in, okay, to my NAS and see if it gives me an error message on how to correct this. So what we're trying to do is initialize this new drive. I'm hoping it's smart enough to tell me that, okay, so we have a problem with storage pool 1 is what it's saying, but that's right. So, okay, so what it's saying here is, this is the degraded message. This storage pool has degraded. Please check if your Synology NAS contains unused drives and install a new drive if there's no unused drives. Afterward, follow the instruction in this article and click on the 3 dots, repair, or simply click repair now to repair the storage pool. Refer to the drive info below to check the drive health status. I'm going to just repair now and see what happens. Okay, it's showing me please select one drive to repair. So it's showing me my 14 terabyte drive. I'm going to click on that. Okay, I'm going to say next. And please note the following regarding the selected drive. Not listed on the Synology products compatibility list, drive 2. Really. We recommend using drives on the Synology products compatibility list to ensure system stability or updating the drive database. If your drives are already on the list, important data may be lost if you choose to proceed. If your drives are already on the list. Important data may be lost if you choose to proceed. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm going to go ahead and say continue. Okay. And it's telling me now my storage pool capacity is going to be the largest of the two the smallest of the two drives, which will be the 9 terabyte. I'm going to say apply. All the data on the newly added drive will be erased. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. So it's added the second drive to the pool. It says it's healthy. Now, it should automatically, all by itself, rebuild the pool, and it's going to keep beeping. Let me see if I can turn that off. Repairing, initializing drive. 25.91% completed, okay? So I'm just going to wait right here and see what it does. And I'm showing you right here on the screen what it's doing. The unit's still beeping over there. It's at 64% initializing. Okay, repairing. It says now it's quit beeping. Time left to repair, 7 days and 1 hour. It's going to take a week for it to rebuild this second drive, okay? So what that means is you just got to wait. So about a week from now, okay, I will have to pull the number 1 drive out and change it over to a 14 terabyte drive, and then we're going to see what happens. Now, there's really nothing more for me to show you at this point. I just showed you that it's really easy to upgrade a drive. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this. These 9 terabyte drives that I'm going to remove, these 10 terabyte drives, I'm going to do something with them. Let me show you what I bought yesterday, okay? So I bought a box, okay, an RSH Tech from Amazon. It's an RSH, let me get out of this because you don't need to be watching this rebuild, okay. I'm going to go back to the live stream here. Hold on one second here. I forgot where I was. OBS, here we go. Here I am, okay. So now that I'm starting this rebuild, and it's going to take 7 days and whatever it said, 1 hour, okay? I'm not too sure that's true or not. I may come back and check it, and it may be finished, okay? It does it automatically. You don't have to do anything else. In fact, supposedly you can continue using the NAS while it's rebuilding, okay? I'm going on vacation Sunday for about 3 or 4 days, so I'll be gone. I won't be using the NAS, okay? But here's what I did. So I could reuse these 10 terabyte drives that I just took out of the NAS, okay, and they were about $230 a piece too, okay. These are Red Plus drives, so they're network. What do you call it? They're hard. They take a lot of pressure, okay? They can run all the time, run on network servers all the time. So I looked on Amazon for a box that I could put this drive in, and there were several on there. They weren't very expensive. I don't know what this one cost. I think it was like 25 bucks. But it's it's made by, who is it made by? I don't even know. What's the company name? I don't know, it's Chinese. Anyways, the model number to the drive is a RSH, I'll put it right up here so you can see it, RSH 339 STC. This is the model number to this box. And I'm gonna take it out and show it to you so you can see what it looks like. Just got it yesterday from Amazon, and it's a pretty nice little box. It's aluminum, okay? It's an aluminum box. And it comes with a power adapter, okay? It comes with a little stand to put the box on so you could stand it up on your desk, okay? Like that. You can stand it up or you can lay it down flat, whatever you want to do, okay? Not too sure what I'm going to do with that yet. It came with the screws to mount the drive in that box, and it came with a USB C cable to A cable is what I ordered. I think you can get it with a USB, well actually it's got two. It's got an adapter on here. So this is a USB C to C cable with an adapter on it. Comes in the box with it, okay? And I think you want to use this for the speed throughput that this box is capable of, okay? Anyways, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It comes without the screws in it, okay, just like that. It takes 2 screws on the bottom. And this is it. This is the whole tray that the drive plugs into right here. You just put your drive in there. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that and get it where the connectors are shown. I'm going to slide it in there, okay? Get it lined up. See how that goes. There it goes. It's in there like that, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the, well, yeah, I can put the 2 screws in the bottom. It takes 2 screws in the bottom here and 2 screws in the bottom of the case. So I'm gonna get those screws out of the box. Hey, isn't this fun doing this hardware stuff online, live like this? Okay. I figure my photography channel is not doing much anyways. I might as well put something like this on there. Okay, maybe get some people interested in. I looked and looked and looked for different hardware. I'm not too sure that's the right screw. It's got 2 long screws and 2 short screws. I would put the short screws on the drive if you're using this case, okay? Not the long screws. I didn't force it, okay? And we'll put the short screws in there. And that's holding the drive into the tray, okay? I think the long screws go in, I'm not sure, let's see. Well, it don't make a lot of sense. I think you only need 1 set of screws. I think you slide it in the case without putting screws on it, okay? And the screws go through the case too. Let's find out. Yes, that's the way it does. So the longer screws, okay, are to screw the drive and the case together, okay? Now what I'm gonna do while we're live on this, I'm gonna actually plug this in to my notebook computer right here and see if it'll spin up and works. The only concern I have about something like this is heat, okay? How much heat it will generate, okay? So all I need to do is plug in the adapter and the USB-C cable, okay, into this computer without blowing anything up, okay? And I'm gonna get the adapter out now. Now, supposedly this will work with Windows PC or Mac PC, okay? Like I said, it's the first time trying it right here live, okay? It's got a power button on the back. And let me hook up the USB-C cable here. And I have one of these OWC hubs that I use for my stuff. There it is. And I think what I want to do is just plug it into the A port on the computer instead of going through that hub for now. Okay, there's the USB-C. I'm gonna go ahead and stand it up in its little stand-up case. I need to get some power for it somewhere. Let me get down here to my bus bar and get some power for it. Now we hope this is a good quality product and I picked correctly, I chose correctly, because I did read some of the reviews online. Whoops, sorry about that, moved the camera, didn't I? I did do some of the reviews online and looked at some of them, and some of them were not favorable. Some of them had problems. Okay, I don't know if I got enough cable to reach that. Let me do this. I'm gonna put it right back here, a little closer. See if I can reach the power plug. Yeah, I can. Okay, I plugged it in, and we're gonna plug in the USB-A cable into my notebook computer. Right, let's see which way we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna go right here. Okay, let me move my phone. I'm gonna go right here in this USB-A, okay? And I'm gonna show you if this works or not online, okay? I'm gonna hit the power button. It's showing power, little red light's on. Let's see if anything. Oh, there's the sign that something's connected. So let's go down here and look at Windows Explorer, okay, and see if the drive shows up. So far I don't see anything, okay. Let's give it a minute and see if it shows up. I really don't hear any noise in there. I'm not even sure if it's running, the drive. I would think you would hear it running if it was running. Okay, so let's gonna call that a fail right now, okay? Wait a minute now, I got a blue and a red light. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's see if the book tells me. I got a book on it right here. I did hear the little beep beep come on. So it's showing the two lights, okay, on the instruction manual. So let's see what the instruction manual says. Not too sure here. Seeing what the lights mean. Got all kinds of languages here. So, yeah, press to turn on, press and hold 3 seconds to turn off. So I've got two lights on here. Enclosure could not be recognized by the computer. Make sure the hard drive and the data cable are connected securely. I believe they are. Hard drive is workable in other devices. Try to connect with another USB data cable. Hard drive is the right format. Use GPT format when capacity is larger than 2 terabytes. Format the drive or deeply format in DOS. Make sure you back up the data first. Okay. So I don't know if I got to format the drive or not, because it's not even showing up in my Windows File Explorer here. Okay, can't even see that. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. So I'm going to turn it off. 1, 2, 3. Okay, see, so Windows is recognizing that the box is connecting. Let's do this. I may have to go into Windows Disk Manager. Let's do that. Let that connect. Anyways, what you're doing is you're watching the latter part of the NAS upgrade. Oh, I hear the drive spinning up in there when I turned it on. So I'm going to go into Windows Disk Manager. I think. Yeah. Let's close this window right here and let's go into Disk Manager. I think it's Disk Manager. It's Windows Disk Manager. Create and format disk partitions. Is that right? We don't want to mess up too bad here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Right there is a Disk 1 Partition 3 that's 9,000 gigabytes. I wonder if that's the drive. Disk 1, here it is, yeah, Disk 2, okay. So it's showing partitions here. This must be the 9 gigabyte drive, Disk 1. So why, so I guess I got to see what kind of partition it is. It is a, doesn't say what kind of file system's on it. That's the problem right there. So I wonder if I need to format this drive, okay? Now, I think I'm gonna wait, okay, and do something separate on this because I don't think I wanna mess this up, all right? I'm I'm not sure if I should do NTFS for MacBook or not. It might be true, I don't know. Yeah, let's see. I think, let me see what I can do. Change format. What does format do? You're watching it live right here, okay? Properties. Yeah, this is it. That's the drive. There's the RSHT SCSI disk interface, okay? So what I need to do is I need to do something with this drive, okay? And I'm not too sure what I need to do with this drive. I may need to format it. If somebody's live on here and they can tell me what I need to do to initialize this drive. It's got data on it, okay? I can mark it as active. No, I don't want to do that. Change drive letter and paths. Delete volume. Ooh, is that what I want to do? The selected partition was not created by Windows and might contain data recognized by other operating systems. Do you want to delete this partition? No. Let's do this one. Let's delete this volume. The selected partition was not created by Windows and might contain data. No. Okay. I'm not too sure what I need to do here, so maybe I better just quit while I'm ahead before I mess something up. If somebody has an idea what I need to do, if you want to leave me a comment about this, you've seen what I just did on the video here, so if I need to do something different here, let me know what it is. I don't want to mess anything up right now. I need to let the NAS rebuild itself for a week, so that's what it says it's going to take. Let me go in here and take a look at it, see if that's changed. I can hear it working over there. Now I remember when I did this before. Let's see if there's a place in here to, what's this say? Details. Yeah, close. So, yeah, it's rebuilding the drive. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find this at. I'm not real familiar with DSM. I don't play with it a lot. Let's look at external devices. That's not it. Network, devices. Look right here. Maybe it's right here. Storage manager. That's what I want. So let's look at storage manager. See what it says. Look at drive pool 1. So it's saying right here, now it's better. It's saying time left is 20 hours and 30 minutes. So this might be a little bit quicker than I thought. It's reducing quite a bit right here. So I'm going to let this rebuild, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate video shortly on another day, maybe tomorrow if I got time, and let you know just exactly, okay, just exactly what it's doing, okay. You know, so those of you that were interested in what I've done so far, I will come back and post something, another video, the conclusion of this, okay, so we can see that it was successful in putting that 14 terabyte drive in there. Now remember this, you're buying larger drives, okay, and the largest it's going to be is the smallest drive in the pool for now. So that's 10 terabytes. When I get finished, okay, rebuilding this or repairing this second drive, which is a 14 terabyte drive, I'm going to open the case back up, take out the other 10 terabyte drive, and then I'm going to, then I'm going to replace it and let it repair the pool again. When it's all done and said, in theory, supposedly, I should have both drives active in there, and then I'll have two 10 terabyte drives. Now, if this case works, this RSH case works, and I get it going with this 10 terabyte drive, I'm going to buy another case, because what I'll have is two 10 terabyte storage drives, external storage drives that I can just hook up and do a backup to. I can back up files to them, not necessarily use them for data transfers and stuff or working with them, but use them for backups. And I'll have two 10 terabyte drives for less than $50. Well, you know, I paid for the drives initially, but I've been using them for over 3 years. These drives have been running solid for 3 years, well, barring any power failures I had here at the house, which is a bad thing. I suggest if you buy a NAS, that you get yourself a battery backup for it, okay? Just to protect your data totally. This is the way I've been running for the last 3 years or 4 years, I think it's been. I can't remember how long it's been now. I decided to do this some time ago, and I was okay with the storage capacity, the 10 terabytes mirrored, but what happened was, as I started doing videos on multiple channels last year, and I'm archiving those videos, and I ran out of storage space one day. And I had to delete some of the recycle bin, which I disabled now on the NAS. I don't have a recycle bin on it anymore. So I did that, so I gained about 4 terabytes back, but in the meantime, I decided to upgrade the NAS and put bigger drives in it, okay? If I ever have to do this again, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna buy a 4-bay or a 5-bay Synology NAS and get a couple more 14 terabyte drives so I can expand the storage pool to like 28 terabytes or something like that. If you've never done a NAS system before, it's really easy. It's not that hard to do. I did it. You should be able to do it. I suggest that what you do is you look into that if you have storage problems. I will tell you this, okay? I have made somewhat of a decision about this. I believe I'm going to move my Lightroom catalogs and my photographs onto an external SSD drive, okay? And I'm going to do that because I want to be able to take the Lightroom stuff with me when I travel, and I plan on doing some traveling this year. So having all my Lightroom stuff on the NAS back at my office would not work for me. So when I get done with all this upgrade stuff, I'm going to take one of these 4 terabyte SSD drives that I got, probably what is that? Samsung T9 4 terabyte. It's a nice little drive. Look how small that thing is. I mean, I can't believe it's unbelievably small. And I'm probably gonna put my Lightroom catalog on that and all my photographs and take it with me when I travel, okay? That way I can edit photographs on the fly and not have to worry about connecting to my network drive. As far as my video work goes, I'll probably keep it on the NAS most of the time, so there you go. Hey, listen, I didn't mean to keep you so long doing this. I know it's probably a boring video. If you got any questions about what I did or got any questions about the NAS setup that I use, leave me a comment in here and I'll try to answer your comments and do what I can. I am going to do another video on this enclosure with this 10 terabyte drive in it and how I had to initialize it, but I'm going to wait until my NAS has rebuilt both 14 terabyte drives and I know they're working okay. Then I'm going to try this and see if I can get this to work. If I can, I'm going to buy a second case and put the other 10 terabyte drive in a second case, and I'll have 2 10 terabyte drives that I can do backups on my computer with. That'd be great, okay? Hey, listen, this is a little bit different video than photography, but I am going out Sunday to do some photography for 3 days in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, so I may do a video, may not do a video, it just depends. You know, things are kind of slow on the photography channels right now, so I'm not even sure it's worth doing videos anymore. All right, listen, we're going to talk to y'all later.